Hello there, Aries. Welcome to your general reading. Thank you for being here. Now, this is a timeless reading, so if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. And trust that there is a reason for you to be here today. There is a message in today's reading that is going to apply to your current situation, whatever that may be. If you'd like to share that in the comments down below, that would be great. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know that we are connecting, all right? Okay, Aries, bottom of the deck here, we've got, wow, look at that, 10 of Cups. I love the 10 of Cups for you because this is all about harmony, peace, joy in the home sector. And if this is something that you're working towards, this is great. This is a great sign that you know, everything is kind of coming into balance and everything's working out exactly the way you need it to, you know, slowly but surely, right? Now, here's the thing. If that is not something that you are looking towards, like if family is not why you are here, this could be something else. You know, certainly it could be your workplace, your career, but basically whatever it is, this is all about wish fulfillment, absolute wish fulfillment, whatever or however you want to define that. So here we go. Knight of Cups. You are ready to receive and give love. This is something that, you know, whatever it is that is fulfilling your heart, filling your cup, right? And either you are receiving it or basically ready to receive it. So either way, you are centered around love, very heart-based. And it's going to, you know, that only signifies that you're trying to welcome in a lot of positive energy, positive kind of like just good karma, good karmic energy all around. Now we've got the Strength card here, which is all about strengthening your fortitude, whatever you have gone through in the past. Now we are all going through a huge change right now this time of the year, and our inner strengths are being challenged and basically trying to see things from a different perspective, like navigating challenges in a different way. You know, you see the maiden here is handling this lion here with ease, right? She's working her, quote, magic. But basically what this means is that this picture basically signifies that you'll need to see things from a different perspective, handle challenges from a different perspective, and perhaps coming at it from a place of love rather than a place of conflict. Okay, so hopefully that's making sense. It was hard to get out for me. All right, so here we've got the Two of Swords. Something from the past has kind of prompted you to realize that you've got to make a decision, a pretty big, heavy decision here. Something that is going to require a lot of your intuition, your fortitude, your inner strength. That's how you're going to come up with that decision. And coming at it from a place of love here is going to really allow you to clearly make that decision. You know, whenever we make decisions or are challenged in making decisions, unfortunately, it can be really difficult if you are looking at it head on, you know, with your eyes. Here, the maiden has her eyes covered because it signifies that you're going to need to go within. Sometimes if we have to make decisions based on what we see, sometimes that can be clouded by emotions. And you see she is turned away from the blue, the waters, which signifies the emotion. So come at it from a place of your heart, your intuition, and you'll come out on top. Look at that. Speaking of coming out on top, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about comfort, generosity, abundance. And if what you're trying to do is make a decision, for example, your career, this is where you're going to end up, is somewhere where you're going to gain that abundance that you are seeking. If this is a relationship, again, this is a place where you are going to come out on top because it's going to be all about gaining that comfort, that reassurance, that the kindness, sensibility, all of that is going to work out in your favor here, as long as you are coming at it from a place of love, from your own deep intuition. And look where you've got comfort, joy, happiness, and absolute emotional fulfillment. You may need to take a little bit of a break from the situation, especially if this is a decision here where it's really taking quite a bit of a toll on you. If that's what you need to do, you need to just take a break, just pull away from the situation so that you can connect with your higher self. Sometimes, again, you know, we get so wrapped up in all of the noise around us, you know, the competition, fighting, rivalry, that chaos. Sometimes it warrants a break just to get rid of the noise, just to disconnect a little bit so that we can gain a little bit better perspective. And then you will emerge even stronger than ever so that you can acquire or achieve whatever goal it is that you want and it works out in your favor. Yeah, so The Four of Swords to me, again, taking a break, that rest, that pause. To me, the Hangman is like the number 4, the Four of Swords on steroids because it's a major arcana. This is really just taking that long pause and really getting enlightened, getting in touch with your higher self. You see here, he's got the halo around him. And this is about you seeing things from a different perspective. So I'm sensing here that there may be a challenge, a conflict, and you may be deciding that there are certain things in your life that really just don't work any longer, and you're trying to figure out what it is that you need to cut out of your life, right? To strategize how to remove that from your life. And you're going to, once you go within and you connect with your higher self, you're going to eventually get to that important decision, and you will be very, very inspired. The Page of Wands is that excitement, that energy that you will receive after making this very important decision. You're going to get almost like a spark, new ideas, creativity. If this is you thinking that you're going to start a new venture, a new like a new business or something like that, a side hustle, you're going to come at it after you come out of this situation, and it is going to work out in your favor. But you're going to come at it with such excitement and creativity, passion. It's going to work out. Look at that. With the Two of Wands here, you're planning, you're strategizing, and you're really realizing that where you were before, again, we were deciding here, where you were before, maybe what was not the place where you wanted to be. And so here, you've got twos here flanking the central line here. And this goes from trying to make this decision to realizing, look, my world needs to expand. I need to travel, I need to expand, I need to see other things, I need to plan and strategize. And you have that energy, that spark, that drive that's going to get you there. Look at that. New ideas, new ways of seeing things, new ways of communicating. You may be receiving some form of communication as well that may help with this decision that you've got to make. But definitely, this is all about a time of new ideas, new creativity, new spark in life, and just really strategizing and planning for your future outcome. Look at that. The Lovers. This is commitment. To me, the Lovers is all about committing, about uniting. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is you committing to another individual per se, like a lover. Certainly, if that's what you are here for, that's what this card would mean for you. But this could be about you committing to yourself, committing to making yourself better in every way, shape, or form. Whether it's you learning new skills, new ideas, taking up new studies, starting a new business, something like that. You committing to the business, committing to yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope that that's making sense to you. This is just pure commitment. So once you get to this level, when you have taken a step back and are making the right decisions for yourself and seeing things from a different perspective, it leads to you committing, because you're seeing that your world needs to expand, and you may be committing to a business, a partner, a lover, whatever that may be. Yeah, look at that. And so with this spark of new ideas, new creativity, and this planning, this union, you may have to take a stand and really defend your choices, because here it's really weighed very heavily on you, and everything is working out for you. Some people don't like change, and when they see the change, they'll say something, right? And so you may need to defend yourself in that sense. Look at this, one on top of the other, the Pentacles. You are working on something that is going to bring such stability and abundance in your life. The thing is you're going to have to act on it. The Knight of Pentacles is a little bit slower on the move. The Knights are about movement, yes, but the Knight of Pentacles is a little bit more of a planner, and so Elizabeth is going to hesitate a little bit more, unlike the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. They're all about that forward energy. The Knight of Pentacles, you see, he's firmly planted, and he wants to plant his seeds. Now, what you need to do is actually plant the seeds. You have the plans, and you may be having to stand up for them, whatever you believe in, and you committed to it. Now you actually have to get into the action of planting those seeds so that it comes out, in your favor, right? The abundance that you're looking for. All right, let's take a look at some oracle cards here and see if you've got any other messages that you need to hear. All right, Aries, let's do this. Your hard work is paying off. I like this for you, because if this is signaling, if this is a reading about career for you, know that it is being recognized. This card here can signify this right here. You really strategizing and planning this and putting in the hard work, this abundance that you so want and desire. and it's being recognized, meaning that it tells me that you are putting out that positive karmic energy. You know, like the Justice card is all about karmic energy, and you're putting that out into the universe, and it's going to come right back to you. Whatever you put out, that's what you get right back. A fiery climax approaches. So this may pertain to this here, where you are having to defend your position, right? Now, here's the thing. Try not to, now this is your card, right? Full moon in Aries. Now, remember that, again, I keep harping on this karmic energy because it is true. What you put out, you get right back. What you surround yourself with, that is what consumes your world. And so if you are consumed by this climax here, this fiery exchange, then, you know, it's going to take that energy level where you're at and it's going to drop you down. So in this situation, it may just need to be that you actually set some boundaries down, drawing the line in the sand and saying, you cannot treat me in such a way, or, you know, you can't say these things, that's not right. You know, basically setting that boundary and leaving it go so that you can go about your business and really focusing in on all of this other positive stuff. This doesn't have to be a negative exchange. It just means that you need to step up and really defend your ground. And that's okay too, right? That's okay, because you're working hard at improving your life too. Show the world the real you. So yeah, that, like I said, you are working hard to bring your truest self out and to gain the abundance that you want. That's not right that other people may want to encroach on that. Bottom of the deck, a time for healing. This is this time here with the Four of Swords. This is a time for you to reflect and really connect with your higher self. And that's all that really, that is all that is being said here, is that you have so much momentum right now that it's kind of like just working itself out, approaching things, you know, with love from a heart-based position, using your intuition and taking pauses as necessary so that you can connect with the divine, and trusting that you have the plans and the creativity and the knowledge that you need, these new ideas, to see the world in a different way so that it can work out in your favor here. And in the meantime, you are connecting and committing to whatever goal it is that you want. You're committing to it. All right, Aries, so hopefully this made some sense to you and that it helped you. Let me know in the comments below if it resonated. I do enjoy doing these for you guys, so thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.